Hello, my people. Welcome back to my channel, Down with Don. I'm Don. So today we are going to be reacting to the new Ironheart trailer, Marvel's Ironheart. It's going to be on Disney Plus. Comes out next month, June 26th, I want to say. I know it comes out next month because I remember there was like discourse and stuff like that on Twitter about they feel like the trailer should have already come out, which I also feel like the trailer should have been released already before now, but I'll get more into that after the trailer. But Marvel's Ironheart follows Riri Williams. Character was introduced in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Believe Ryan Coogler is executive producing this, which makes sense considering he was the one who directed Wakanda Forever, which introduced this character. I don't know much about her like in the comics and stuff like that. I know she pretty much like follows in Tony's footsteps in the comics, I believe, but the show is probably gonna go a different direction because you know how we got introduced to her in the movie. So I'm just kind of assuming it's a little bit different, but I know she talked about kind of like her story a little bit in the movie and whatnot, and how she made her suit and whatnot. I don't believe in the movie. I don't recall them ever actually calling her Ironheart or anything like that, or referring to her by any kind of superhero name. So I'm kind of curious if they're going to refer to her as that in this, considering that's what the show is called. But we'll see. But I'm going to stop yapping. We'll talk a little bit more after the trailer. So let's go ahead and get into this. Where's she at?
In less than 3 minutes, the air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
Man, what is this, salt?
You're ready. You'll suffocate down unless you break into the device on the floor, where you can find a gas mask. Good luck.
Y'all, this turning to salt.
Screw this.
I would have died by now, just saying. I would have just gave up and was gonna be real about it.
I heard Riri Williams was a genius. So you in or out?
I know him from stuff. He's in a lot of stuff. Transformers.
Riri, I see you.
Into the Heights, other stuff.
Waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
You are not the first genius at MIT.
How come you're not working at one of those fancy tech firms?
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable. Something
Important.
iconic.
I can give you the tools to help you carry out your vision. But anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done. What will you do, Riri?
So is he the bad guy?
You've bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew. I could chew a lot.
That's suit fire for real.
You know nothing about this man.
You're gonna end up dead or in jail.
No, he's the bad guy, I guess.
Much bigger than that. This is wild. A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker have that on the wall?
It's literally above a crate of self-guided missiles.
I'm returning those.
Okay. All right. Well, that was the trailer to Ironheart. I'm intrigued. Looks interesting. I mean, honestly, I was into her character anyway when we first saw her in Wakanda Forever. But let's just kind of talk about the trailer a little bit. All right, so let's discuss this trailer. So, first off, I thought it was a pretty good trailer. It wasn't like out of this world or anything like that, but I thought it was pretty decent, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm intrigued by the character anyway. I did like her in Wakanda Forever, and so I will be supporting. I will be watching this. I think it's a 3 episode premiere, if I remember correctly. If I remember them saying on like their social. Um, but yeah, I will definitely be watching. Um, the actor who I was saying was in stuff like Transformers. Which Transformers was it? I think it was Rise of the Beast, I believe it was. I didn't see that one, but I know he was in it. And he's in Into the Heights. He's in a lot of stuff. I just can't think of the stuff I've seen him in, but he's in stuff. His name is Anthony Ramos. I did look it up in between the cuts because I didn't want to be like that. I wanted to be like, oh, that guy. But it's looking like he's gonna be the bad guy, I guess. So I don't know, or maybe friend turned bad guy, or I don't know. I don't know what he's on. I'm pretty sure that was his voice in at the elevator, if I'm not mistaken. When he was telling her to do the Saw related stuff. I don't know. I guess he jigsaw or something like that. I don't know. But I know her friend was telling you don't know much about the guy, so I don't know why I said that's her friend or something. Obviously, this is just some guy, I guess. I don't know how she got connected to this dude, but it looks like he's the bad guy. I don't know what kind of powers he got or whatever. But like I said, I don't know much about her character, like other than what I've seen in Wakanda Forever. So I will be learning as I watch the show. But yeah, I did think it was a good trailer. But I will say, so I mentioned earlier, the kind of discourse that was going on Twitter. I know it's called X, but I don't call it X because his mama named it Twitter, so I'm calling it Twitter. But there was some discourse on. There was somebody outside revving their engine, but it was some discourse on Twitter about this trailer should have came out sooner because they feel like that Marvel just wasn't promoting the show. And honestly, I'm kind of inclined to agree. I do feel like the trailer should have came out sooner. The show comes out next month, June 24th, I believe it said. I thought it was 26th, but it comes out next month, and we're just not getting the trailer for it now. Which I do. I mean, I kind of get, like, obviously, I'm not in the movie producing world or anything like that, obviously, but I just feel like a trailer should come out a little bit sooner. Like this shouldn't have been the official trailer, like the first official trailer. This should have at the very least been the second trailer. The first trailer should have came out. I want to say I vaguely remember a teaser trailer though, some months back, but I mean, that just kind of goes to show that, like, it's easy to forget about these type of things, especially with like streaming and everything and like constant content coming out. You have to kind of, you got to make sure you putting this stuff in people's faces because it's easy to forget with everything coming out all at the same time. And I'm guessing maybe they didn't promote it as much because they were doing Andor, which just ended. But my thing is, I know like that they're both Disney Plus. But Andor is Star Wars, this is Marvel. And my thing is, I feel like for Andor, I was seeing so much promo on it before the show even came out, like before the new season even came out. I feel like they were promoting the hell out of Andor. Cause like it was always on my damn YouTube ads. It was always on anything I got ads on. I always saw some kind of ad for Andor, and that was like months before the season even came out. So I just feel like we definitely should have got this trailer. What is this? This is May. Comes out next month. We should have at least gotten this trailer back in March. Like at the very least, maybe April. But I just feel like it shouldn't be coming out now. Especially with Captain America came out in February. Thunderbolts just came out. I don't see why this trailer didn't come out around one of those two films. They're both Marvel. They're all Marvel related, so I don't know. And then on top of that, this is executive produced by Ryan Coogler. And Ryan Coogler just directed Sinners, which if you haven't seen my review for Sinners, it's on my channel. But he just directed Sinners, and Sinners is a hit. Like it's a smash for real. I mean, people are still talking about it. So it's once they saw all the momentum and the good reviews on Sinners, Disney should have piggybacked off of that, I feel like, and be like, well, if you love Sinners, we got something else that's coming from the same guy. I mean, I know he's not, like, I know he's executive producing, so I don't know if he's like necessarily the showrunner, but he still got a hand in it. He's the executive producer. So you could have ran off of that energy from Sinners into this. So I just kind of feel like Disney fumbled that, which I mean, I guess Disney, they probably don't care. They're like, hey, we're Disney. This is Marvel. You're either going to watch it or you're not. But I just feel like from a promo standpoint, or just from like a consumer standpoint, this trailer should have came out already. Like, it definitely should have came out. I feel like I said, it could have came out with the momentum of Sinners or something like that. Like, well, because I mean, it's once again, it's Ryan Coogler. So it's like, you just did Sinners. We're going to kind of piggyback off that run a little bit and also kind of promote this along with that because you're executive producing this. So I don't know. But all in all, I did think it was a good trailer. Like I said, it was pretty good. Something to, I don't know. I just think enough, like I said, I don't know much about Ironheart. So maybe that's why I'm just kind of like, I'm going to watch it. But I can't say the trailer was like out of this world or nothing like that because I don't know much about her character other than what I've seen in Wakanda Forever. But like I said, I am eager to get to know more about her character as I watch the show because I will be watching. I'm gonna definitely support regardless. And I mean, I'm a Marvel nerd, so I'm gonna watch him. I watch all the MCU stuff for the most part, so I will definitely be watching this. But yeah, those are just kind of my thoughts on the whole thing. But yeah, so that was my reaction to Marvel's Ironheart. June 24th is when it releases. So thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and thank y'all for the constant support. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.